Okay, I'm going to commence with the first lesson of civics class 6, that is class 6 first lesson of civics, that is understanding diversity. People are different from each other in many ways, not just in looks, but they also belong to different religion, regional, cultural, or religious backgrounds. These differences enrich our lives in many ways. All these different people who come from different backgrounds and belong to all kinds of religions and cultures help to make India so interesting and diverse. What does diversity add to our lives? People are different from each other. We belong to different regions, culture, and religious backgrounds. Even though we are different from each other, there is unity among us. Do you agree? Yes, there is unity in diversity. Understanding diversity. See, all of us are different from each other. If the children of the same age are asked to draw human figures, they will have different, unique drawing styles. Okay, similarly in our country, okay, there are different types of people speak different languages, they're from different cultural backgrounds, they observe different religious rituals. Okay, so if there is diversity among students, there is diversity everywhere. It is seen that some people may not have enough to eat or wear, but sometimes not even a place to live. This is not just about differences but can be called as inequality. There is inequality occurring in our country. Inequality is caused when a person does not have resources and opportunities that are otherwise available to other persons. The caste system is another main example of inequality. Society is divided into different groups based on work that people do, and they were supposed to remain in those groups. For example, children of potters had to continue as potters. This was considered to be irreversible, and for the reason it was not considered necessary for the people to know anything more than that was required for the profession. This encouraged inequality. How does diversity add to our lives? Imagine a world where everything Okay, imagine a world where everything was same, other than the two colors, red and white, same food, maybe potatoes, and the two animals, for example, the deer and the cat, and the snakes and ladders, the same. There was nothing different. Then there would be no diversity, life would have been dull. Even the story writers will not have anything to write about, as most depend on the ideas drawn from experiences and real life encounters to make stories more interesting and fun. Diversity in India. India is a diverse country. India, the land of many diversities, include different languages, various types of food, different festivals, different religions, and so on. At the same time, there are also many things that are similar. How do we explain diversity? 200 years ago, before the age of trains, aeroplanes, bus, or car, people used to travel by ships, horses, camels, or on foot. They traveled in search of new places to settle in and people to trade with. At times, they stayed back at a place for a long time. Some others left their homes because of the scarcity of food caused by droughts and famine. Some made their home at new places and gave rise to mix of old and new in their food, language, music, religion, and so forth. Various cultural influences help to shape life and culture in some regions that become diverse because of the unique histories. In similar way, diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to geographical area in which they live. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living in mountainous area. Eating habit and clothing of the people differ in each of these regions. This kind of work they do is also different. Let's talk about Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir where little agriculture is possible as this region does not receive any rain and is covered in snow for a large part of the year. For drinking water, people depend on the melting snow during the summer months. People here keep sheep and goats. Goats produce pashmina wool, which is prized, and the shawls made of wool fetch a lot of money. People eat meat and milk products like cheese and butter. Each family owned some goats, cows, yak cows. Meanwhile, the place are also attracted traders despite being a desert. It was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through caravans travel to today's Tibet. These caravans carried textiles and spices, raw silk and carpets. Buddhism came to Tibet through Ladakh. That's why Ladakh is called Little Tibet. Islam was introduced in the region over 400 years ago. It has a significant Muslim population. Ladakh has also rich oral tradition of songs and poems. Local versions of Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, are performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. Let's talk about Kerala. Kerala is a state in the southwest corner of India surrounded by sea on one side and hills on the other side. There are numerous spices in Kerala like pepper, cloves, cardamom that are grown on hills. It is a very good place for traders. It was an attractive place for traders like Jewish Arab traders. They were the first ones to arrive. The apostle of Christ, St. Thomas, came here 2000 years ago, credited with bringing Christianity to India. Many Arab traders also came and settled down here. Ibn Battuta, who traveled here little less than 700 years, also wrote a travelogue describing the lives of Muslims and said they were highly respected community. Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe when Vasco da Gama landed with his ship. All these various historical influences resulted in the people of Kerala practicing different religions such as Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism. The fishing nets are called Chinawala, used here look like the Chinese fishing nets. Even the utensils used for frying is called China chatti. It is believed that the word Chin could have come from China. The fertile land and climate are suited to the growing rice, and a majority of people here eat rice, fish, and vegetables. Kerala and Ladakh are different from each other in terms of geographical features, have history, and they have similar cultural influences. Both regions were influenced by Chinese and Arab traders. The geography of Kerala allowed for the cultivation of spices, while the special geographical location of Ladakh and its wool drew traders to the regions. Meanwhile, the influence of diverse cultures is not merely a thing of the past. Even present lives are all about moving from place to place for work, and each move, the cultural traditions and the way of life slowly became a part of new place people reside in. Similarly, in the new neighborhood, people from several communities live close to each other. Daily lives are about the ways in which they can do things together and hear stories about each other's lives, customs, and traditions. Unity in diversity. India's diversity is a source of its strength. Women, men, and different from each other. Women and men from different culture, religious, and regional background came together to oppose British rule in India. India's freedom movement involved thousands of people from different backgrounds. They worked together to decide joint actions, went to jail together, found different ways to oppose the British. British thought to divide the Indians because they were different and continued to rule them. However, people showed how they could be different yet united in the battle against British. There is a song sung after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar, composed in the memory of the brave people who were killed by a British general. His name was Michael Dyer. The songs and symbols that emerged during the freedom struggle serve as constant reminder of the country's rich tradition and respect for diversity. Indian flag. The Indian flag was also used as a symbol of protest against the British. According to the book Discovery of India, written by Jawaharlal Nehru, Indian unity is not imposed from the outside, but rather it was something deeper and within its folds. The widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced, and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. It was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe the country. Thank you so much.